The Summer Festival of Racing officially gets underway here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth this coming Saturday with the running of the first of 9 premier race day events. As racing enthusiasts, we've really been spoiled by the depth of quality racing we've already had, and there is so much more to look forward to. Welcome to Commentator Smit's comments. Hi, hello, good to have you along as I once again get the opportunity to share my thoughts, sentiments and reasoning about some of the horses I'll be following as we head into the weekend's racing action. This week here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, it will be accompanied by a celebration of food and wine, 2 of my favorite pastimes, as well as live performances by local artists. There'll also be cash and plenty of prize giveaways, but more importantly, the day is dedicated to the punter. On that note, there's every reason that you could be the next big winner. Question is, have you downloaded your Tab 4 Racing app? If not, you'll be missing out on the 10% sign-up bonus. And not only that, if you have the QR code, you download the app, you follow all the prompts, you set yourself up, it's the quickest and easiest way to have the tote at your fingertips and to place a bet at your convenience wherever you are. Now, before we look ahead, let me just take one step back and quickly do a review of last week's feature results. The non-black type Bantry-based stakes, that certainly lived up to expectation with a high quality field running over 1,200 meters. The improving 4-year-old Sergey certainly confirmed that he's a bit of a course and distance specialist. Now the winner of 4 with 1 second from just 5 starts, and he certainly did beat a high quality field. But to me, the horse that certainly ran his heart out and well above himself was the runner-up, Commentator Smit. He was going over a trip short of his best. He was absolutely flying at the finish. That to me was an exceptionally good comeback run, and he looks set for a big season ahead. And the other news about Commentator Smit is that he's been syndicated for stud. So he'll be fulfilling the rest of his summer engagements for the syndicate before he returns to his place of birth, where he will be standing alongside their illustrious band of stallions. Ultra consistent Trip of Fortune was running on best of the rest to finish just 3 parts of a length off them in 3rd, and Bereave was the surprise package in the race. A high quality field it was. The result of this race certainly is a good pointer for the remaining fixtures in the revised speed program, with races like the Cape Merchants and the Cape Flying Championship still to come. The Grade 2 Western Cape Fillies Championship was of course the other feature race on the program, and that was won in facile fashion by the grey, regally bred Bella. She showed her class against this field, and she's certainly on song to give her trainer a bid at winning his 5th Cape Fillies Guineas come the first Saturday in December. Time for Orchids ran a cracker to finish in 2nd. She was having her first run for the Marshall Yard. Kimmy's Lassie was not disgraced in 3rd, but it's the horse that ran into 4th that certainly caught my eye the most, and one that I'll be making a note of in the little black book, and that was Golden Hostess, who had lots to do with plenty of ground to make up. Coming from the widest draw, she had to be dropped out, but she was certainly flying at them at the finish, and I'm looking forward to seeing her on the longer run-in when racing switches to the summer track here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. Next stop for all of them, of course, is the Cape Fillies Guineas. It's going to be a vintage renewal of the 3-year-old classic, and it's definitely a race meeting you don't want to miss. The other highlights of the day, of course, was Richard Fourie. He rode 5 winners on the afternoon, and Justin Snaith unsaddled 4 times in the number 1 box, and those 2 have once again proved that they are a formidable force to reckon with down here in the Western Cape. Moving ahead to this coming Saturday here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth, we're in for another treat with top quality racing action. We have an 8-race program that gets underway at 12:40 with 3 feature races on the card. The first one comes up pretty early. It's race 2, the Summer Bull, over 1,600 meters. Now, it might be small in numbers, but it certainly oozes class, and only 7 runners will be going to post, but there are some big names amongst those in the lineup. The likes of One Marina, she makes a seasonal debut. She, of course, is no stranger to this sort of trip. She was 2nd at Grade 1 level over 1,600 meters in a penultimate start in the Garden Province. If she runs anywhere close to that level, she certainly could be in the shake-up if not in need of the run. 4 Silver Darling finished just behind her in that Grade 1 event, but she represents the red-hot combination of Justin Smit and Richard Fourie. She's won twice, finished second once from 3 starts over the course and distance. She also makes a seasonal debut, and she could well come out fresh. Those are 2 that I'll be keeping an eye out for in that particular race. But to me, the horse that certainly stands out is number 3, Chanzanay. She's the highest rated. She has had a comeback run. She finished second in the 9 over 1400 meters at Hollywoodbets Durbanville. That form line has been frank, and I think with improvement to come, she should take the lion's share of the prize money after the running of the second race. To me, she's going to be my banker in the opening leg of the place accumulator. Next feature race on the card is race 6, which is the Cape Punters Cup, Grade 2 over 1600 meters. Now, this is a brand new name to the fixtures, but it was formerly the Selangor Cup when we had the twinning arrangement with Malaysia, and thereafter it became the Concord Cup, and this year it's being run as the Cape Punters Club, which of course is the traditional Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas trial. It's really attracted a quality lineup of 16 runners, and there are a couple of them that I'm really looking forward to seeing in action. In fact, there are about 4 or 5 that I'm probably going to make a note of. The first of which is number 6, Light Speed, last season's Langaman winner. He also won his comeback run when he beat Baratheon, who has subsequently come out and won the Willavington in his next start. He certainly looks to be a horse that's on the up. He's 1 from 1 over the course and distance. He cannot be ignored in this lineup. Then the likes of 7, Dave the King, 11, Port Louis, and 15, At My Command. They all renew rivalry, and they bring the Cape Classic form line into the equation. But I'm most leaning towards Dave the King, who I want to keep more an eye out for, because he's one of those horses that likes to race up handy. He was 3rd in the Cape Classic last time out. I think he will enjoy the step up in trip. 13, Le Morne is another one that comes into the reckoning. He brings an unbeaten record into this race, and it's interesting that stable jockey Louis Nkotwa has decided to ride him. He could be anything, and it certainly wouldn't be a surprise if he remains unbeaten after this race. So those are the horses that I'm leaning towards having a look at and making a note of for the future. Having said that, there is however one horse that stands out in this lineup, and that's last season's Equus champion 2-year-old, number 8, Cousin Casey. He's the highest rated, he's a Grade 1 winner, and as a result, he's got to give 2 kilos to the rest of the field. He makes his seasonal debut. There is footage available of his grass gallop here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. You'll probably find that somewhere on social media. His trainer is exceptionally happy with his prep, and to me, Cousin Casey rates the one to beat. If he were to come out victorious in this race, you will no doubt see a significant change in the Antibus betting for the Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas. So, one of 2 ways to go about placing your bets around the Cape Punters Cup. It's either bank a Cousin Casey, or you need to play wide with as many as the budget allows to try and beat him. The third of the features on the day is race 7, the Sophomore Sprint over 1200, and this is a cracking 3-year-old listed race, and there are quite a few of them that could possibly take the honours. In the lineup we have 11, We're Jamming. In fact, I'll start from the bottom up. He reverts back to 1200 meters. He's 2 from 2 over the course and distance. He's from that red-hot combination of Justin Smit and Richard Fourie, who'll be teaming up. He's more than capable on his day. However, feature race winner, giving 2 kilos to the rest of the field. 10, Iconic Destination, model of consistency. Also looks very versatile. If you look at his form line, he warrants respect. There's 8, Paroshka, always there or thereabout. Winner of 1, finished 3rd from 2 starts over the course and distance. He'll certainly be doing his best work at the finish. So those are the horses that I'm going to be making a note of with the future in mind. However, there are 2 horses that I think will fight out the finish of this race. They renew rivalry, and they are 9, Trumpy, and 1, Hit Them Hard Sunshine. They met last time out over 1,000 meters. Both of them would have come on with the benefit of that run under the belt. Trumpy finished 1st, Hit Them Hard Sunshine finished 2nd. However, that race was run over 1,000 meters. Now, if you look at their form lines, Trumpy, in his only start of a 1200, tired late. and Hit Them Out Sunshine won one, finished second from 2 starts over 1,200 meters. Here's the difference. There is a swing at the weights in favor of Hit Them Out Sunshine. So I'm leaning slightly towards him to reverse the form with number 9 Trompé from their last meeting. It's going to be an absolute fascinating day's racing here at Kenilworth. Competitive racing accompanied by a celebration of food, wine, live local artists, prize giveaways. That's all that's on offer here at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth on Saturday. If you have nothing planned for the day, bring the entire family along. Entry is free. I'll be there. I'll be in the hot seat, and I look forward to seeing you at the races.